beautiful day outside and finally getting to work on the Integra. The engine bay is finally painted, it's finally done. I decided just to send it, like as I said in the last video, started to assemble some of the things. I've let it dry over the weekend and now I can start to kind of put things back together, which is super exciting. Also, I got this box here sent to me from a good buddy of mine. It's got some stuff that we've been needing for a while in here. We're gonna open it up and find out what's in here. Before we get into all that and more, here's a quick word from our sponsor. Now as we take a ride on the sunny, beautiful day that it is in Florida, we're gonna put on my new movement glasses. He wants to know what it's all about.
They're polarized?
They have blue lenses, they're nice stuff.
They're real comfortable.
They sell direct to the consumer.
Are these the same price as the watches?
They're cheaper than the watches. So I opted for the turtle shell, the blue lens. Today's video is sponsored by Movement. You've probably heard of Movement before. They actually make really fancy watches and sunglasses, which you know are definitely my favorite. When they first approached me about doing a partnership, I was like, awesome, that sounds really sick. But I've never been a person that's really into watches that much, but I've always been into sunglasses. So I've actually had a couple days to spend with these glasses and I absolutely love them. They're a gray turtle shell, which I like a lot with blue lenses, and they feel phenomenal. They actually have a lot of weight to them, but they're snug. But they're not too tight to give you a headache or anything like that, but they don't fall off your face either. The cool thing about Movement is that they're a company that started from the ground up. A couple college guys dropped out of college, really were into watches and nice high-end style, but you know, just didn't really like the price of it. They started their own company, selling direct to the customer, of course, passing the savings on to you guys. Super simple, super easy, and I gotta be honest with you, just as a quality product, I'm actually surprised and blown away. The watch that I got is really cool. It's actually pretty nice. It feels really great, it fits really good, and it looks pretty damn amazing. It's something that I probably would save for date night. I don't really like to take it out to the garage and ruin it or mess it up or anything, but if I did, they're affordable. I mess it up and get another one. For what this is, the price point is actually unbelievable. They also offer a wide variety of clean, minimalistic styles. And when you're a chubby guy like me, you need all the style you can get and help in that department because I'm out here looking fresh to death. So if you guys are interested in picking up a watch or a pair of cool sunglasses that are really affordable, go to the link below and you can get 15% off. And the great thing is that they have free shipping worldwide, free returns worldwide. Click that link, get you a pair of Movement sunglasses, watch, or even the Everscroll glasses too, which are pretty cool. Check this out. Back to the video. So as you can tell here, we've got the motor with the cute little valve cover on here, and it does have all the pretty beautiful MPC hardware. There is some stuff that we've got to do, but we're gonna be pulling this back off, and the throttle body, as you can see, I've got the MPC block off here, as well as the MPC bolts on the throttle body. They send you everything, which is really great. So we've got the flywheel on that we need to torque down, of course. So first up, we got a box full of stuff here. Intake manifold gasket, got a whole bag full of stuff. Throttle body gasket, gasket for the water pump, thermostat housing, gasket for the water neck, that's on the head, the upper radiator hose. Valve cover gasket, O-ring for the water pump housing itself to actually go right here on the block. EP3 idler pulley bracket. Here's the part number. Essentially, this is gonna remove our power steering pump, and of course the little piece that goes with it, as well as the pulley itself. And a tube of Honda Bond. You gotta have that. It's everybody's favorite. And this. So we got a temperature sensor here that definitely I'm going to need, as well as the shifter. Shift cable stays. And then in the rest of this glove that looks awful, we have, or should have, a temperature sensor with a wire on it, and it should be 6-1. These are pressure plate bolts. Been needing those. The rest are in there. Anyway, I've been needing those so that I could get the clutch on and obviously the transmission attached to the said motor. Here's my red valve cover for all those of you who have wigged out. So the good thing is we've got all those parts that we finally need so that we can get the clutch pressure plate on and get all the fresh gaskets and everything for this thing set up. We also have a new timing chain tensioner from Hybrid Racing. We're going to install that, well as getting everything put together, ready to go, so that we can finally get it in here and start assembling this bad boy. I pulled these out just to test the color, what they look like against it. Of course, just got it dirty. These are the new MPC strut tower hardware. Looks beautiful, as well as the strut tower braces. Then of course we've got the Hotsport bracket that I went ahead and installed, and these are just sitting here. I've got to put the rear mount on, and of course everything else like the brake booster. Don't have an engine lift here, so looks like we're probably going to be mounting this thing from the bottom. But yeah, I'm super excited, and we're moving quite along with this. If anybody cares, I have my AC compressor all nice and cleaned up. We're going to be running AC on this bad boy too, because you know me, and Florida is hot. Also got the thermostat housing hardware on there. It looks pretty cool. I know a lot of people have complained and not really been super happy with this valve cover. It's so weird. I really wish I could show you guys. This thing does not look blue in person. You see that dustpan and the broom right there? That's blue. But this sort of has a baby blue hue, but in person it is completely teal. It's a lot more green in person. It's weird. VTEC solenoid hardware. It was kind of tricky to get the VTEC solenoid kind of taped off, so I just sprayed the whole thing flat black. Kind of like it. Looks pretty cool. Looks like a baked cake right there.
Hey, you can get you off of my mind. Are you still thinking about me all the time? Come through and ask me out tonight.
Now I've just torqued everything down. Just gonna double check now just to prove that I am torquing the flywheel, because people get very upset about this. Is it? All right, we have the flywheel and pressure plate and clutch all on torque down. Now we need to get a throwout bearing so we can put this transmission and engine together. This is a used clutch kit. Daddy's on a budget, and we have a celebrity in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stage. Jeff Portnoy from, what color is this?
It's blue.
Oh my God, dude, look at this. This makes no sense. Okay, so, here, look. Put it so I can see it in the background. Because it's two different, what the dude, it looks insanity. Look how blue that is. This looks blue, like Honda filter blue. Like dark blue, but up on camera.
Learn how to focus.
But this thing is straight turquoise. What color is it?
It's
not baby blue.
blue.
Lagoon blue. Look. Lagoon. However, the issue that we have is that nobody may have one in stock locally, so we're gonna go try to get one. But if not, we're kind of at a standstill. I'm gonna start putting all the gaskets and stuff like that, but we are crack-a-lacking. Also gonna pull the tape off. I just put the brake booster there for now. That's gotta get taken care of and painted. So unfortunately, as Seth eats some tacos in the background, we were unable to locate a throwout bearing for today. So I'm gonna go pick one up in the morning and then get busy on putting that whole setup together. So yeah, looks like we're gonna have to put it on hold. And we're back! Yes, kids, we finally got what we need here, throwout bearing, so we can get these two married together. I got our throwout bearing from Vato Zone, get in the zone. So, I'm gonna throw this thing into the transmission and get this thing put together today. I'm also assembling everything. It's quite a boring process and it's quite simple. I've gone ahead and put the new gasket on behind here. I've scraped everything off here. New gasket is in here. Brand new OEM EP3 Eiler pulley, which, good lord, brand new Honda parts look so good. It's a lot of little stuff. And then we've got the O-ring that's gonna go right here, and fresh Honda bond. And once we get that whole thing situated and taken care of, then we can throw on the intake manifold gasket. All right, now you wanna make sure that this shaft is greased, and it is. It's still got a ton of grease. See my finger there? Still got a ton of grease on it, because you wanna have this thing nice and greased on the inside, and there's a lot you can see. Just gonna rub it on here. That's still freshly greased. Then we're gonna pull this thing back, slide it over, get the two ears here and here around these little hooks, And it's gonna be it. Can be a little tricky. The trick is to make sure it's behind both of them, because sometimes people will miss one. She's nice and greasy. You can tell with my greasy fingers. Now, if you have a fresh casing where it's nice and clean and everything's super clean on the inside, you definitely want to grease this because it will gall the metal and start getting caught. But good to go on this one. Yeah. Okay, kids, I have just taken this water pump housing. I put a brand new seal right here, as you've seen before, and then I ran RTV all the way around it. Now, the interesting thing about this whole situation here is that only the water goes through here. The reason why you're RTVing the rest of it is that this is actually the PCV system. What that does is that pulls all the pressure off of the block. Literally put it on there. Now I know you're about to ask, Mark, you're using all this fancy hardware here. Why not right here? So we've actually got hardware coming for this to actually go here on the water pump housing and everything on the water pump housing. And now we can put our thermostat housing on here. So we've got the thermostat housing on. We've got the hose on. The water pipe that goes around there. There's actually a bracket that goes underneath the AC compressor that I haven't put on. I'm waiting on hardware. So I'm just gonna stop here, move on to the intake manifold. Seth has just set us up with light so we can see our Now, we finally got all of the hardware installed nice and tight on this fresh gasket, along with a nice fresh gasket. Do you really want to see that? She is coming together, and the great thing is we've got some awesome, sick hybrid racing parts to put on this thing very soon. Well, she's coming together now. Have everything all wrapped up, transmission and engine put together, the intake manifold on, the water pump housing on, alternator and AC compressor, and all this stuff, as we said before, has more hardware coming, so we're gonna get all of that taken care of. And my camera's dead, so I'm using my phone. Everything is just phenomenal, came out great. I need to use got the hybrid racing oil cap I need to put on here. And then the other hybrid racing parts, we're gonna start putting that on the next video and start getting the whole bay all prepped, ready to go. So yeah, all the gaskets, everything have been done for this thing and it's ready to go. All right, kids, so thank you so much for watching this video. Click like, click share, click subscribe if you haven't already. Remember to go check the description box for the link to get 15% off Movement glasses and watches. See you guys in the next video. Keep living your dreams.